Hi, I'm Lewis and I'm joined by my good friend Hannah, who's never played Warhammer before, and we are going to play Warhammer today. Are you ready?
Yes, very.
Absolutely. So, we're going to be playing some Warhammer Age of Sigmar. We have got absolutely everything we need to do battle. You ready to go?
Can't wait.
Let's do it. Tell me what you know about Warhammer Age of Sigmar.
I've heard of Warhammer. I know it's very big, it's very popular. I work with somebody who is really into it.
Great.
But that's about it.
Okay, cool. So in terms of Warhammer then, in terms of a hobby, there's lots of different aspects, lots of things you can do. So you can collect, you can paint, you can build, you can play, and you can also read as well.
Nice, okay.
So that's Warhammer as a
I knew
hobby.
you could paint them, I do.
Yeah,
I remember
absolutely. In terms of Age of Sigmar, now this is a game that you can play where you tell epic stories on the battlefield as well. And it's so much more than a hobby, it's a global community as well.
Right,
so
okay.
what we're going to do is we're going to play some Warhammer Age of Sigmar today. So you ready?
Yes.
Cool. So we've got the ultimate starter set here. There's lots of
Okay.
starter sets, but we're going to use the ultimate starter set, and we're going to use this handbook. So now this handbook's got everything that you're going to need to be able to play. So we've also got these handy reference sheets as well. So this one's for the Skaven, and this is for the Stormcast Eternals. This contains the War Scrolls, so these are going to show us everything we need to know in terms of how these units behave on the battlefield. Who would you like to play with, Hannah?
Tell me about them and then I'll...
Okay,
Because
so-
I know nothing.
Yes, okay, so there is lots of lore that you can sink your teeth into in terms of all of these different factions and different armies. We will start with the Teeth and we'll start with the Skaven. These are verminous, murderous, sneaky rat men seeking to destroy civilization as we know it. There's always more in terms of the Skaven saying the way that it goes.
Okay.
These over here, they are the Stormcast Eternals. So they are mortal warriors made immortal. They've been forged in lightning, and they are the only thing that stand between the Skaven and them destroying the mortal realms. So, what do you think? Who do you think looks the coolest? Do you like the lore of one or the other? You in a sneaky mood? You're in a forged in lightning mood? What are you thinking?
I think I'm in a forged...
A forged in lightning mood. Okay,
yes,
fair
I think
enough.
so.
Okay, so I'm in a sneaky mood. I'm going to
Yeah.
go with the Skaven.
You sneak.
Now, an important part of Warhammer Age of Sigmar is fighting, because the mortal realms are constantly in conflict. So we're going to do a little bit of fighting right now. So I'm going to grab my Grey Seer and put it right there. If you want to grab your Lord Veritant, which is the one with the flaming blade, that's the Judgment Blade, which I'm sure you're going to be using to smite me down in just a moment. Pop that
Smite
just
them
there.
so hard.
And we will let battle commence. For this battle, we're going to be looking at the Lord Veritant's War Scroll.
nice, okay.
I'm going to be using the Skaven reference sheet because that has my Grey Seer. I'm going
I
to
feel
do,
nervous.
hopefully going to do a little bit of damage here, okay? So here we go. A 5, yes, so that goes
Right.
through. Now, roll this dice. On a 4+, you ignore damage. If you don't, your Lord Veritant has already taken a blow in the battle. Oh, it's a 6! Okay, so amazing. So you've completely
Sweet.
ignored that damage.
Okay.
You just ducked the Warpstone staff. You're
Nice.
like,
Just...
bring it, let's go. We are going to use your Judgment Blade. So this flaming blade here
Yeah.
you can use to smite down your enemies.
3 and
3,
above.
4, 5, or
Okay.
6. Okay, so
Alright.
2 go through. So another roll, 3 pluses.
Come on.
Oh, okay, so
Ooh.
they both
Yeah.
wound. The rend is 1, so my Grey Seer has a save throw of a 6+.
Come on.
Come on, here we go. So you have completely slain the Grey Seer in your first turn.
Oh, get off.
Congratulations,
Shoo.
victory is yours. Feel
It's
good?
just rolling dice, but yeah, it feels really good actually.
Great.
Brilliant, yay.
We don't always start off right next to each other, so for this battle, Battle 2, Forward to Victory, I'm going to show you a little bit about moving and charging so you can get into combat with enemy units. So let's start with the Clan Rats. You know earlier when I said there are always more?
Yep.
Clan Rats is exactly what I was talking about.
There's
so
never one rat, is
There's
there?
never just one rat. So these are individually quite weak, but in greater numbers, they can overcome their foes.
Righto.
Now, this new unit here for you, this is the Liberators. These staunch souls are sort of living shields, a living wall that lots of mortal enemies of Sigmar have sort of fallen up against. So they like to really hold objectives, super powerful there.
Okay.
So that's your Lord Veritant. Lord Veritant's back, you know that. And this is the Grey Seer, your sworn mortal enemy, also back.
Right.
So we're going to do a bit of movement, bit of charging, and a little bit of combat as well. Sound good?
Yeah.
With these rusty blades, I'm hitting on 4s, okay? Just because they're tiny rusty blades.
Yeah.
Here we go. So hitting on 4s. These all hit. So 5 or a 6, and we're going to get some wounds. So no. So you get 8 attacks. Swing the hammers, the war hammers. Here we go.
Ring.
Okay, great. Really good roll. That's
Yeah.
3 rats. Smushed. Now we are gonna start to swing the Grand Hammer. Yes! Okay, in.
Nice.
Very nice. So that one goes through.
Yeah.
This one, and what's the rend?
1.
The rend is 1. So clan rats save, so I'm looking for a 6 here.
Yeah.
No, 2 clan rats. Smushed
Bye.
under the grand hammer. Bye-bye, clan rats. Lovely. And you want to do some charging?
Yeah.
Let's do some charging with the Lord Veritant. So,
Okay.
you declare a charge. I'm going to charge with my Lord Veritant.
I declare a charge.
I'm declaring a charge. Here we go. Roll the dice.
Yeah.
You're in rat range. There you go. 6. Absolutely fantastic. And now we're rolling to wound. A 6 again. Amazing. Clan rat's looking a little bit thin
depleted.
on the ground.
Yeah.
Okay. You've learnt how to move and how to charge and to get into combat, and now we're going to take a little look at shooting. So I've introduced some new units. One of the new units you've got are these prosecutors.
Yeah.
Now, you notice here they've got these flaming wings. They can fly across the battlefield. They've also got these storm called javelins, which means they can hurl them at their opponents. So they're really good at dealing death from a distance. You know the clan rats, you know the liberators, you know the Lord Veritant. Now I've got this warlock engineer here who's got a musket, so he can shoot long distances as well. And one of my hulking rat ogres, perfect for crushing Stormcast Eternals, has a sort of warp stone cannon here that he can use for shooting too. So we're going to look at shooting. We're also going to look at contesting objectives and scoring victory points that way as well, because killing stuff isn't the only way to win in Warhammer Age of Sigmar.
Sounds great.
We're going to shoot with this rat ogre first with his warp fire gun. So I'm going to roll 2d6 and we're looking for 2+. We're hitting on 2s. Yes, so they both hit. I'm hitting on 2s. They all go through, so all of those shots hit. So we're looking for 4+ here. Oh,
Go
okay,
away.
so those 3 go through. 5 or more to ignore. If not, you're getting hit by that warp fire gun.
Really, he's been so good to me.
You're getting warp fired up. Oh, okay. Wow, okay, so those 2 go through. Do you want to move with your prosecutors?
Yes.
You want to move with
Yes.
them? Okay, right, let's move with them. So there is 3 prosecutors, so you get 3.
Oh, yeah,
There's 3
okay.
javelins, you get 3 attacks. Throw those javelins. Oh, okay, very nice. 2 go
take
through,
that.
that's good. Oh, so both go through. So we're looking for 6s to ignore some damage here. No!
Oh, that could not have gone worse.
A javelin straight through the head. That is the basics, okay? So that's all the moving and the shooting and the charging, all of that stuff. So how do you feel now about if we do another battle? This time we're going to add in some abilities. So every unit has an ability, the moving, the shooting, but what we're going to add in now is some really cool extra stuff that each unit can do.
Okay,
Sound good?
Extra stuff, please.
Yes. We're going to roll for priority to see who takes the first turn.
All right.
Great,
Yes, okay.
so
All right.
you get 4, I get 3,
Yep.
you are going first.
I declare I'm going to use Cleansing Fires.
Brilliant.
3+.
Oh,
Yay.
a 4, fantastic. So it's the Cleansing Fires.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, that's better. So that
All
one,
right.
that one there. These ones do not go through. That means that 4 rats,
4 rats.
have been cleansed in the fires from the Lord Veritant.
I think I'm just going to be really rash and keep charging then.
Declare
Why
a
not?
charge. Okay, so I'll add that dice. 10. So, okay, so that's a 10-inch charge.
Let's go with the 4 Warhammers.
Okay, the 4 Warhammers.
Yeah. 3+.
3s. Let's get some 3s. Kill some rats.
Okay.
Do the Liberators have any sort of weapon abilities? Is it crit?
Mortal.
Crit mortal, that's with the
Yeah.
Warhammers. Okay, so
Yeah.
crit mortal means that that can't be saved. So, I have an end of turn ability, and
do
that
you
end
now?
of turn ability is called Seething Swarm, and that means I get to bring back some of these pesky clan rats. So, end of your turn, we are now going to tally up your victory points, and we're going to do that by counting how many objectives you hold on the battlefield. So, you hold this one over here.
Yep.
Yeah, so that is 1 victory point to you.
Okay.
You hold this one here.
Okay.
That is 2 victory points to you. And you do not hold this one here. So the way that we do this is, so this is currently being contested. So I have 6 clan rats on here.
Yeah.
And the clan rats control score, if you look on their war scroll, they have a control score of 1.
Okay.
So that would be per clan rat, you have 1. So
Got you.
6.
Six.
And
I
then
see.
your liberators, and I believe there's 2 of them on the objective there.
And
What's
there's
their control score?
1.
1. So there would be 2.
I got you.
So I would
I'm
hold
with
that
you. Yeah.
objective. Right here, you've got one of your prosecutors on there, but I've got Grey Seers and clan rats on, so
Yeah.
I hold this objective, and I hold that objective
Oh,
as well.
dear.
So you've got 2 victory points
Okay.
for that turn.
Okay.
I have a couple of things that I can do in my hero phase.
Mm-hmm.
I can do Will of the Horned Rat,
Yeah.
which means I pick a friendly unit wholly within 13 inches of the Grey Seer. D6 to determine. 3. So it's going to be 3 on top of that 6. Those clan rats are wholly within 13 inches, so they're going to get 3 additional control score, so that's going to make their control score 9. So I really want to hold this objective now, so I've added someone to the control score there. It is the end of turn now, and I get to do any end of turn abilities.
Okay.
You guessed it. Some of the rats are coming back.
Oh no.
So we'll do this unit first. That is going to be 2 rats returning. 2 rats are back. They're a nuisance.
They're horrible.
These rats here.
It's really satisfying getting to...
1 rat comes back. It is the end of the final battle round. We've totted up the victory points, and you've managed to score more victory points than me. The Stormcast Eternals are victorious. The Mortal Realms are saved. Congratulations, Hannah. Good game.
Thank you. Good game. Thank you.
You've just experienced Warhammer Age of Sigmar for the first time. How was it?
It's really good.
Yeah.
Really good fun. Yeah. I can't get over the detail in the miniatures. They're incredible. All the little stories that you can sort of weave out as you go along that's really good, right up my street. And I think I might like to start my own army.
Yes, amazing.
Yes, I do.
That's great news.
Thank you.
If you want to be like Hannah and take your first steps into the Mortal Realms, then pick up a Warhammer Age of Sigmar Ultimate Starter Set. It contains miniatures, rules, and all the accessories you need to play the game. From there, it's up to you how you explore the setting, discover your favourite faction, and create your dream army.